Hello children, welcome to social science class. Today let us study second unit of economics section, rural development. In this lesson we are going to discuss about meaning and significance of rural development and decentralization, rural development and panchayat raj institutions, rural development and women. Children, observe this picture. What does this picture show you? This is the scenery of a village. Observe this picture. What are you observing here? This picture shows you different activities of villages and different sceneries of villages. Children, let us discuss about the economic conditions of rural areas. Children, tell me, what is the main occupation of villages? That is agriculture, dependence of agriculture. In rural area, many of the people depending on agriculture, and most of the people are poor people, and 60% of people work in primary sector like agriculture, fisheries, animal husbandry, etc. Though 60% of people work in primary sector, the contribution to the national income is very less, and the gap between urban and rural area is widening day by day. And after independence, more importance is given to urbanization and industries. Due to the competition from modern industries, the importance of rural industries is declining and rural industries are disintegrating. And agriculture is the main occupation of rural area, but agriculture is non-remunerative. Remunerative means paying lot of money, but agriculture is not paying lot of money. And irregular employment. You know that in India, irrigation is not properly developed. So, agriculture is mainly depending on rains. There is a famous saying, Indian agriculture is gambling with monsoon. That's why the employment opportunity in rural areas is seasonal. Only in rainy season they have employment opportunities. And the people of rural area are shifting to urban area for employment opportunities. This shifting of people from one place to another place is called as migration. And this problem is deepened due to the policies of liberalization and globalization, and also industrialization and urbanization. Children, India is a land of villages. You know this. In 2011 census report, 68.84% of the population lived in the villages, and nearly 1/3 of rural population lives in abject poverty. So, Mahatma Gandhi ji said, development of its villages is the true development of India. It means when there is the development of villages, then only India becomes developed country. Children, what is development? In the last lesson you have learnt it. Development is the process of enhancing society's capacity to satisfy its needs on a larger scale. See, development is a process to enhance the capacity of the people to satisfy its needs. Now let us discuss about rural development. What is rural development? Rural development is an integrated process which includes social, economic, political and spiritual development of the poorer sections of the rural society. See, the development of rural area means to solve the social problems of poor people in rural areas and to develop the economic condition of rural people as well as to make them to participate in political activities by gaining political knowledge, and also it includes spiritual development. So, rural development is the overall development of rural areas to improve the quality of rural people. Children, let us discuss about the reasons for rural backwardness. Why the people in rural areas are in backward condition? You know that agriculture is the main occupation in rural area, but it is growing slowly, and there is the problem of illiteracy and lack of skill because the rural people do not have proper trainings to develop their skills. So, they cannot conduct non-agricultural activities properly because of lack of skill. And there is the lack of health and sanitation facility. By this, the rural people could not participate actively in productive activities. Lack of transport and communication facility in rural area. The transport facilities are improper in rural area. And there is the problem of power cut. This resulted in slow growth of agriculture and lack of market facility. See, agricultural production as well as rural industrial production cannot get profitable price, and there is the problem of middlemen, and there is lack of credit facility. They require loans to start their productive activity or to develop their agricultural activities. These are the reasons for the rural backwardness. Now let us discuss about which are the activities that are essential for rural development. Look at the picture, children. What these pictures show you? You are observing school, training and health facilities. See, the development of human resources including literacy, especially female literacy, education and skill development, and health addressing both sanitation and public health. So, this is the first activity to develop rural area. Observe this picture. What are you observing here? Here irrigational activities in the land. The second activity is land reform. Land reforms refers to the laws or regulation with regarding the ownership of land. It is the rules and regulations to hand over the ownership from more powerful persons to less powerful persons. It is very essential for the development of agriculture. Observe these pictures, students. Some are farming activities and animal husbandry and basket weaving, floriculture, horticulture and commercial crops like cotton. See, these are the productive resources of rural area. The development of the productive resources of each locality is very important. Observe these pictures. What are you observing here in these pictures? Road, irrigation, electricity supply, transport, etc. See, these are all the infrastructure developments like electricity, irrigation, credit, marketing, transport facilities, including construction of roads, facilities for agriculture research and information dissemination. See, these are very important for the development of rural area. Children, observe these pictures. What these pictures indicate? These indicate poverty. So, specific programs should be implemented for the alleviation of poverty. Then only the rural areas can be developed. Children, let us discuss about the importance of rural development. Means, in the development of a country, what is the need of developing rural areas? Children, by developing agricultural and non-agricultural activities, the development of rural area can be possible, and through this development of the country is possible. And by developing the agriculture, the development of industrial sector as well as service sector is possible. See, when the agriculture is developed, there is the great demand for industrial products like pesticides, fertilizers, as well as the equipment for irrigation. These are the product of industrial sector, and the agriculture provides market to the products of industrial sector. Thereby, developing industrial as well as service sector by creating greater demand for industrial products and products of service sector, thereby the generation of additional employment is possible. Third one, higher productivity with increased literacy and skill level. When the literacy level of rural people is increased, then the production of rural area become increased, and the product of agriculture and non-agriculture activities become increased. And increased output through higher work participation with better health. When the health facilities are given to the rural area, then their work participation become higher, and this resulted in increased output. And by encouraging agro processing unit and small scale industries and cottage industries, this helped to transform the socio-economic condition of rural area. So, gradual transformation of villages through the development of agro processing, small scale and cottage industries. By this, reduction of migration to cities. Nowadays, many people are migrating from rural area to urban area. This will become reduced when rural areas are developed, and by this poverty can be reduced. Now, let us discuss about decentralization in rural development. What is decentralization? What is centralization? Administration from the center is centralization. ಅಂದರೆ ಕೇಂದ್ರದಿಂದ ಆಡಳಿತವನ್ನು ನಡೆಸುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಡಿಸೆಂಟ್ರಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಯಾ ಪ್ರದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಡಳಿತವನ್ನು ಹಸ್ತಾಂತರಿಸುವುದು. ಪ್ರೊವೈಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಪವರ್ and the responsibility of developing the villages to the people themselves is called decentralization. The aim of this decentralization is planning and development from below. It means handing over the administrative power, decision making power and planning for the development to the local people only. This is called decentralization. Mahatma Gandhiji called this process as Grama Swarajya. Gandhiji called the process of planning and development from below as Grama Swarajya. Decentralization reduces various kinds of exploitation of rural areas and it upholds human independence and dignity and nurtures human values like compassion and cooperation. The Government of India enacted the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1993, which established a uniform system of Panchayat Raj institutions throughout the country. 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act in 1993. It provides for uniform system of Panchayat Raj institutions throughout the country. And it also provides for the constitutional status for Panchayat Raj institutions. Now let us discuss about the key features of Panchayat Raj system adopted in India. See, three-tier structure of district, taluk and village panchayats. You know that Jilla Panchayat in district level, Taluk Panchayat in Taluk level and Grama Panchayat for 2 or 3 group of villages. On the basis of population, Grama Panchayats are provided. Grama Panchayats are provided with the Grama Sabha as foundation. The second feature is direct and periodic elections. The members for Jilla Panchayat, Taluk Panchayat and Village Panchayat are directly elected through universal adult franchise system. And there is periodic elections. Those members are elected for the period of 5 years. And after 5 years, once again election is conducted and new body is formed. And in elections, reservation of seats for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, backward classes and women to make them participate in the administration of local areas. Next one is provision for major financial and administrative responsibilities, budget and audit requirements. They have given the power to collect the taxes and to prepare budget and audit requirements. And there is the provision for executive officers and support staff for smooth running of these institutions. And a strict procedure for dissolution or suspension of panchayats. Means if the Panchayat Raj institutions are failed to perform its duties, it can be dissolved. But within 6 months, election should be conducted to form new Panchayat Raj institutions. These are the features of Panchayat Raj institutions adopted in India. In Karnataka, we have 30 Jilla Panchayats, 176 Taluk Panchayats and 6022 Grama Panchayats. Now let us discuss about role of Panchayat Raj institutions in rural development. How the Panchayat Raj institutions are working in the developmental process in rural area. Observe these pictures. What these pictures show? These pictures show the poverty. our governments are implementing different schemes and programs for poverty alleviation and livelihood security schemes. The implementation of these programs is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions. Look at these pictures. What all these pictures show you? They are road, drainage, drinking water, street lights, toilets, school building, hospitals, market. See, these are the basic facilities, and to provide these facilities is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions. Look at these pictures. Schools, training is going on, and hospital. To develop human resource is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions. Look at this picture. What they are doing? They are gathering. So many people are gathering in one place and they are discussing about their problems. What is this called? This is Grama Sabha. To conduct Grama Sabha at least once in 6 months is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions, and to discuss about the problem of villages and how to solve the problem, and they have to plan about the development of rural areas. Look at these pictures. Some people are working, they are doing drainage and picture of houses. See, the central and state governments implemented so many programs for rural employment and alleviation of poverty. To implement all these programs is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institution. Like for example, the government has implemented Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme to provide employment to the rural people, and Pradhana Mantri Awas Yojana, Ambedkar Valmiki Housing Program, Ashraya Yojana. These are all the programs to provide shelter to the shelterless people. So, to implement all these programs is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions. Look at these pictures. Food grains. To provide essential food grains through the proper public distribution system. Look at this picture. Old man is there and disabled. See, our governments have implemented so many social welfare programs to ensure the facilities from the social welfare programs of the government by identifying the old people, widows, senior citizens, disabled, mentally disabled. By identifying all these people and to provide all the facilities from the social welfare programs of the government. Look at this picture. What are you observing here? Women are working, they are involving in economic activities. So, to encourage women self-help group and their productive activities, to make them to participate in the development of nation. So, to organize women self-help group and to encourage them to participate in productive activity is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions. Look at these pictures. Are you enjoying these pictures? Procession of goats and village fair. See, to enrich rural culture and village arts and craft is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions. Look at these pictures. Farming, animal husbandry, fishing, poultry farming, social forestry. See, these are all rural productive activities. To nurture, by encouraging these activities, to nurture the rural productive activities is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions. Look at these pictures. Tank, channel, irrigation. So, the role of Panchayat Raj is to construct tanks and lakes and to desilt them. Through these activities, to expand irrigation is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions. Look at these pictures. Basket weaving, cottage industries should be encouraged and should be improved by Panchayat Raj institutions. See, this is food processing unit. To encourage, to set up food processing unit and to provide employment opportunities for rural area is the responsibility of Panchayat Raj institutions. Children, till now we have discussed about the role of Panchayat Raj institutions in rural development. Let us come to the last point, women and rural development. Observe this picture. What these women are doing? They are making papad. See, by organizing women self-help group, with this women self-help group, by organizing poor rural women and making them financially independent, women self-help groups, and by engaging in different productive activities, mobilizing the savings and in repayment of loans, the women are actively participating. And with the organization of women, it is possible to get rid of social evils like child marriage, dowry, caste system, superstitions, exploitation of women and children. And through this, building a clean and progressive society is possible with the organizing work of women. The women self-help groups plays very important role in the development of rural area. Children, today we have discussed about conditions of rural areas, reasons for backwardness of rural area, and what are the activities essential for the development of rural areas, and decentralization, role of Panchayat Raj institutions in rural development, and the role of women in rural development. Now, write down these questions. These questions are very important. Read the textbook thoroughly and answer all the questions and show it to your teacher. Have you written all these questions? Now, do an activity and show it to your teacher. Visit the nearest Grama Panchayat and list the works being done by it towards rural development. Thank you, children.